Let me tell you my story. So, back then in fifth grade, I was like, I was a full on Jeffrey. Full on video games, full on YouTube because, well, first, my friends didn't like me, they bullied me. My crush was dating someone else. Like, what was the point of being there? What was the point of school? So, I had my tablet back then, and I started playing this game called Roblox. Roblox is a game where it has like mini games, like mini games in it, and I started playing that a lot. And at that time, I was really feminine. Like I'm talking really feminine, and I was just playing a video game, and some girl, some girl told me like, I like you. Like no, there wasn't no like. Let me think about it. There was like, oh yes, yes. So I started dating her, but like I said, I was way more feminine than her. I was way feminine than her, so I was more into love, and that caused depolarization. So the relationship did not go so well. I was like, she was more in the direction, I was more in the feminine. It's like it's a bad place to be in. So it was a bad place to be in, and eventually I broke up with her. Not because I wanted to, but because my brother told my mom, and then my mom knew. So then I had to like force it. But so I had to force it. This left me crying for days. Like, I was crying for days. I was so depressed back then. Like my friends didn't like me. My crush didn't like was dating someone else. Like this is why I resorted to playing video games. So a couple months later, I'm playing some games. I'm trying to find more love. I'm buying Robux. Robux is like a currency that you can use to buy things for like your avatar, like your character. After a couple of months of just playing games, like trying to find love, I actually did find someone. But like the only problem was she was 16 and I was 12. She was 16 and I was 12. And I lied about my age. Yes, I lied about my age. I said that I was a 6'5" basketball player. No, I wasn't. Still back then, so she didn't know that I was actually a total Jeffrey. I was like playing video games every hour, staying up, eating junk food. Like it wasn't good. So the problem was that she was 16, I was 12. I lied about who I was, and it was nighttime for her when it was daytime for me, and it was daytime for her and when it was nighttime for me. So I already had a consistent pattern of staying up, and I was like, why not? Like I already stay up, so why not just like talk to her, like a bonus? No. I started staying up every single night. Like I would be so tired that I'd actually fall asleep when I was like talking to her. So that's how much I stood up. I was pretty needy. I cared about like talking to her more than my sleep. It was a bad place. And then eventually, after a couple of months of talking to her, she eventually like, well, she didn't start. She started like replying less, like talking to me less. Like I was like yes, it's like this is going good, but it's like the same thing. It's like the masculine wants to be free, the feminine wants love, and I was in the feminine, and I'm pretty sure she was in the masculine. So, like, I even left for a month. I didn't say anything for a month to her, and she said like, and then when I came back, and I said like, oh, I'm sorry that like I had to like I was on vacation and I started like I couldn't talk to you, and she said, oh no, it's fine. You can take a break as much as you want. She didn't say anything when I was gone. And it was the same thing for everything else. Like if I said good morning, like she would say good morning, but if I didn't say good morning, she wouldn't say it. So like, what's the point of me being there? Like she obviously didn't care if I was there or not. So eventually I just stopped talking to her, and I was talking with her on Discord and on Snapchat, but then I just deleted them both and uninstalled it. Even after everything, I spent a year of my life talking to her, and and then all of it just to end like just me unfriending her, and it all ended like that. So, but the problem was, even though that all of that happened, I was there talking with her for a year. Like she ghosted me. Well, actually, first I actually had the chance to actually like end it more quicker because I actually asked her out, and she said no, and I still kept talking to her like a friend. Don't do that. So, I started like even after the whole thing happened. Like even though like I stopped talking to her, I deleted Discord, I deleted Snapchat. I didn't change. I didn't change for a year, even after that. For a year straight, I still continued to play video games, eat sugar, just ruin my mental health. It was a bad story. If I told you this story, it would have sounded bad, but there's hope. In 7th grade, I was still playing, like mindlessly watching YouTube. But then there was this one day where I found like there was this video called entitled girls get humbled or something like that, and I was like wow, like how could that happen? So I clicked on it, and this was this was the first time I got like introduced to like the red pill, like be strong and like stuff like that, and like the blue pill, like if you're blue pill you're weak, if you're red pill you're strong. And that was the first time I actually like oh, like I realized like what am I doing? Like I'm being a blue pill. I'm not being the red pill, and that's just like that got me to start like, okay, like I'm being the blue pill, like I gotta turn into the red pill. So how do I do it? So I was watching a lot of his videos, like entitled girls get humbled or like stuff like that. And I also found Hamza at that time. I found Hamza, and like his first video, like why I stopped playing Minecraft. And like I was like, wow, like there's much more better things than like playing video games. So I actually took him serious, and I started journaling and meditating. On June 5th, 2021, I started journaling and meditating for the first time. Now I'm here. The whole problem about like the entire story that I just told you was that like I was stuck in the virtual reality for 3 years. Like I understand why, because my status here, like back then, was way more lower. Like I was full on like fapping in the bathrooms, like playing video games, eating junk food, weighing like 196. Like my crush didn't like me, my friends disrespected me. I didn't want to be here. So I went to video games because I felt like that felt more accepting. Like it felt a lot more accepting to me. Well, it felt a lot more accepting to me there than here. So I want to save you if right now if you're like playing video games, like just like trying to impress girls or just like still playing video games. Like it's like you're leveling up in the virtual world, but you're not leveling up in the real world. Like maybe in the real world you're not like so successful. Maybe it's even going, maybe it's like the story like I just told you, my story. But there's hope. I want you to know that there's hope for you. I want you to grow. It's possible to grow. I used to be 196 just fapping in the bathroom, in school bathrooms, and playing video games. Like it was a bad period, but I'm here. It's possible, man. Though, like right now, if you're like, like right now, if like things are going bad for you, like level up in the real world, no matter what. Even if everything is going bad, there's hope. I want you to know that. There's hope to change. There's hope that you can get out of it. Because I've proved it to myself. I thought that I wouldn't be able to do a push-up. Like right now, I can show you how to do one. Maybe it won't be that good, but I'll do one for you. Let's go. Let's go. If it's bad form, you gotta tell me. But it's possible. It's possible, man. Don't think anything is not possible, because it is possible. I've changed a lot, like for the better. And it's possible. Like I used to think that I couldn't be able to do one push-up back in 8th grade. I could do like 10 now. It's possible. So your actionable step for this video is like whatever, like if your situation is where like you're playing video games, you're eating junk food, you're not like the story that my story that I just described to you. No matter what, stay in the real world. Don't fall to the virtual world. I mean, you might be more accepted there in the virtual world than here, but I know what you feel. I know how you feel when like you think you couldn't do anything. Like there's no hope. There is hope. There's people out there making videos that you can watch that can genuinely change your life for the better. And I wish you the best. I don't want you to stay in the virtual world for 3 years and just like stay stuck there. Like if you had to be honest, like if you're playing video games right now, are you really happy, or do you wish you could do something else? Like do you wish you could do something better? Or are you happy just staying in video games? Just be honest. Would you rather stay playing video games or do something that is great for you? This is your message. I want you to, like, even though things are going bad for you, like maybe the story, it is possible. And I don't want you to believe that it isn't, because it is. I've proved it. You can prove it too. So you can do it. So don't believe it isn't possible, because it is. Now, you might fall back into video games and, junk food and maybe porn, but you can do it. For me, I kept switching back and forth, but it's possible to change. So keep going and don't give up. All right. Take care. So let me tell you a story. Back in character. Oh, my neck. Oh. Oh. Man, you gotta go outside, man.